welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So today I'm going to prepare some of the tropicals that I've got in the rear garden, getting them ready to bring indoors to overwinter. So here I've got 3 Ensete Maurellis that I bought late summer, and they were youngish plants and they were selling them at £5, so I got 3. They have put out some nice big paddle shaped leaves, but the main stem hasn't bulked up a lot. It's really quite small for an Ensete. Ensetes have these huge trunks on them, and I have propagated from an Ensete that had a really massive trunk, but I won't be able to do that with these. They probably haven't developed a corm, you know, over the last few weeks. So what I'm going to do is attempt to lift one of these, get the root area cleaned up, and spray the leaves, because there are aphids on them, and I'm undecided on what I'm going to do with the other 2. I don't think either will be big enough to sort of try and dry store, because you need to have a corm to be able to dry store them, and yeah, I'm not sure what to do with the other 2, so I'm going to pick one. And this is the root system on there. I don't think there is a corm, I think it's just the stem and the roots. And I'll tidy up the leaves and remove a bit more of that soil, and then get a pot to put it in to bring it indoors. Right, next we've got the Colocasia Kona coffee, and a few mushrooms appearing there. This started off as a root, or should I say a runner, roughly that length, and I've had it growing from a runner for the past 2 years. It's only just got to this size now. It's not huge, but I'm glad it's made it through a couple of winters. And yeah, these are not frost hardy, so you need to bring them indoors. Now some people dry store theirs, cut the plant back and remove all the roots and just keep the corm. But that means you've got slower growth come the following spring and summer. It will literally start from scratch. You know, have very tiny leaves to start off with. So in order to keep them at a decent size, I'm going to have to keep this growing over winter, and it'll probably get infested with spider mite and all sorts, but hopefully I can keep it alive. So everything's going to be sprayed with bug clear, and clean up the roots a little bit as well. Right, so this is the Colocasia Black Magic, and I actually have this in a bucket with no drainage holes, and it loved being in the water. So yeah, I could happily leave it in the bucket of water, but it's really heavy. So I'm gonna remove the bulk of the soil and get it put in a container. This is the Alocasia mycorrhiza. Now this is a pup. The original plant was much bigger than this, and I lost that because I left it in the greenhouse over winter. It just, you know, these are not cold tolerant at all, so they have to be brought indoors. This stores a massive amount of water. It's got a huge corm and a thick stem, but I will clean up the root ball. There is some slugs and snails I can see lurking in there, so I want to get rid of those. You can see one there. Right, so what I've done is cleaned up the roots as much as possible, removed the bulk of the soil, and I've fitted them all in one trough. Now they might not like it, but I'm not expecting them to grow at leaps and bounds over winter, but just to keep them alive. And what I'll do is I'll top up the space there with some compost, maybe a cacti and succulent compost, which has got a bit more of a sandy texture, and I don't need to water these. I've just given this as a spray with bug clear, underside and top side of the leaves before I bring it indoors. Now I was hoping to leave it outside for a bit, but it looks like it's going to rain, so that'll defeat the purpose of me spraying it if it gets washed off with the rain. So I'm going to have to bring it indoors now. So this is where it's going to be, in my front living room on the back wall. So it's away from the window, away from the radiators, but they should have enough light in there, and occasionally I'll give it a little bit of water just to keep them alive. But I won't be, giving them masses of water. So if anyone else is overwintering any of these plants, let me know how you're doing yours. I know everyone's got their different methods. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.